Today's thought is success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. Good morning, students. Welcome back. I hope all of you are safe and fit at home, studying well and completing your work on time. This video is for the students of class 8th, subject English. And in today's video, we are going to cover one chapter of our PC Ren's grammar book. This is our chapter number 25 and the name of the chapter is Transformation of Sentences. This is my lecture number 1 for the same chapter. This chapter is taken from PC Ren's grammar book. Students, we shall cover this chapter in one lecture only. Topics to be covered in today's lecture are: first of all, we shall recapitulate the definitions of simple, compound and complex sentences, clauses, subordinate clause, main clause. After then, types of clauses and subordinate clauses will be explained in brief. Then, transformation or conversion of sentences will be explained along with examples. After then, homework will be assigned. At last, previous homework solution will be discussed. There are various ways of saying the same thing, yet we have to follow certain rules of grammar in order to maintain accuracy and clarity in what we wish to convey. The transformation of a sentence means changing its form without altering its sense, without changing its sense. So, let's briefly recap some points before we get into transformation of sentences. So now let us recapitulate all the kinds of sentences in brief. What is a simple sentence? So, a simple sentence containing one subject expressed or understood and one predicate is called simple sentence. A simple sentence consists of only one independent clause. Or in simple way, you can remind this what is a simple sentence, which is carrying only one verb, one main verb in it. That is called a simple sentence. Now let us see what is a compound sentence. A compound sentence joins two or more independent clauses with coordinating conjunctions such as for, and, or, but, or a semicolon or comma. Compound sentences have more than one subject and more than one verb. They are two complete thoughts joined by a punctuation mark, usually a comma, and a conjunction. That is coordinating conjunction, right? Or in simple way, we can say that a compound sentence has got two verbs. Both of them are of equal rank. Now let us see what is a complex sentence. A complex sentence consists of one independent clause and at least one dependent clause. Complex sentences are joined by subordinating conjunctions such as although, when, since, unless or until, etc. or relative pronouns such as that, who, which, etc. Remember one thing, in simple way we can say that a complex sentence has got two verbs. One is greater than the other. So now let us see the definition of clause to clarify it. A sentence which is part of a larger sentence is called a clause. It contains a subject and a verb. It can be a simple sentence or a part of compound sentence. A phrase and a clause are also parts of a sentence. Or in simple way, we can say that a clause is comprised of a group of words which includes a subject and a finite verb. A clause contains only one subject and one verb. The subject of a clause can be mentioned or hidden, but the verb must be clearly visible and distinguishable. So now let us see how many kinds of clauses are there. Number one, main clause, or you can say principal clause. Number two is subordinate clause, or you can say dependent clause. So there are two kinds of clauses, that is main clause and subordinate clause, or you can say independent or principal clause and dependent clause. Now let us see the meanings of both the kinds of clauses. What is a main clause? Main clause is that clause which expresses a complete meaning. It alone can stand as a sentence. Or in simple way, we can say that a main clause is a self-dependent clause. Its meaning is clear without help of any other clause. It is also called the principal or independent clause. What is subordinate clause? A subordinate clause is a clause that cannot stand alone as a complete sentence. It needs an independent clause to make sense. Or in simple way, we can say that subordinate clause is also called dependent clause. This clause has to depend on the main clause to make its meaning clear, and it is a part of a complex sentence. It is also called the dependent clause. So now let us revise all the kinds of subordinate clauses in brief. First of all, let us see noun clause. A noun clause is that clause which works as a noun or is a clause that can be used in a place of noun. So how to distinguish a noun clause? For that, what do you have to do? You have to put what with the main verb and ask a question. If you get the answer positively, that clause will be a noun clause. Conjunctions or connectors used in a noun clause are that, if, who, whose, whether, etc. Many are there, but basically we are using that. Fine. Now after then, adjective clause. A clause that does the work of an adjective is called adjective clause or relative clause. An adjective clause or relative clause is often introduced by relative pronouns like who, which, that, whose, etc. Who or whom is used to refer to persons. Which refers to things and small animals. That refers to both things and animals. Now, your last kind of subordinate clause is your adverb clause. A clause that does the work of an adverb is called adverb clause. An adverb clause can modify a verb, an adjective, or another adverb in a sentence. So there are many kinds of adverb clauses. For example, time, place, purpose, manner, reason, result, comparison, contrast, condition, many more are there. But when you will transform a sentence, for example, a complex sentence into a simple sentence, for that, these are symbols. These adverb clauses are symbols which actually joins two sentences with each other. Right? So here I have taken very few adverb clauses, main adverb clauses. Fine. So here I have written short form of those types, that is am, RPTCC. M stands for adverb clause of manner. Means when you will get the answer of the question how. Basically we are using connector as if. R. R means when you will get the answer of the question why. Means connector you have to use because. P stands for place. Means when you will get the answer of the question where. Fine. And here connector you have to use where only. Time. When you will get the answer of the question why. Fine. So connectors are before, after, until, as soon as, many are there. Fine. So now C stands for condition. If what means when you will get the answer of question if what, and here you have to use connector if. And your last is again C. C stands for contrast, concession. Fine. So here you have to use connector although. Now let us move to the main topic, transformation of sentences. So let us begin. Conversion of simple sentences to compound sentences. A simple sentence can be converted into a compound one by enlarging a word or a phrase into a coordinate clause. So whenever you will transform a sentence, so what you have to keep in your mind, first of all, you should know this thing, that what is the meaning of a simple sentence, what is the meaning of a compound sentence. You should know the difference between both the sentences. Fine. Only then it will be easy for you to convert it into simple from compound. As such, there are no rules for it. So now let us see a few examples to clarify it. Let us see how to change simple sentences into compound sentences. So let us see first example. She came here to see me. So first of all, you have to check whether the sentence is simple or not. As I have already explained you, simple sentence carries only one verb in it and only one independent clause. One independent clause means its meaning is clear without help of another clause. Means it is giving us a complete meaning without taking help of another clause. That is called independent clause. And in simple sentence, you will get only one independent clause along with one verb in it, one main verb in it. So as you can see that here in this sentence, came is here main verb, and to see, it is not a verb, it is an infinitive. So that's why it is not considered as a verb, it is an infinitive. Only you are getting one verb, and this complete sentence is independent clause. It is giving us a complete meaning. So that is why this is a simple sentence, right? So when we will change it into compound sentence, so what things we have to keep in our mind? Just split this complete sentence into two ideas, two independent ideas, two independent clauses, two independent sentences. So let us see how to split it. She came here, as this is your first idea and one clean idea. It is giving us a complete meaning. See me means you are getting one more idea. So as you can see that you have already made the compound sentence by splitting this sentence into two independent sentences. Only one thing you have to do, that you have to join both the ideas, both the independent clauses with the help of coordinating conjunction, that is fanboys. So you have to pick one fanboy according to the sense of the sentence and you have to join both the sentences to make compound sentence. So the sentence will be, she came here and see me. So now let us see another example to clarify it. In spite of his hard work, comma, the boy didn't succeed. So sometime what you can do, you can just translate the sentence into Hindi and try to translate that sentence into compound or complex. Fine. So that it will be easy for you to converse the sentence. Fine. So again, what you have to do, you have to split it into two ideas, two independent thoughts, and then you have to combine both the independent thoughts in with the help of coordinating conjunction, that is fanboys. You have to pick one fanboy and then you have to join both the independent clauses with the help of fanboys. So what is the meaning of compound sentence which is carrying two independent clauses in it, two main ideas, two clean ideas without any help of another conjunctions? They are giving their complete meaning. So the sentence will be, the boy worked hard but didn't succeed. Now let us see third example. The teacher praised the girl for her diligence, right? So as you can see that this is a complete one idea independent clause. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to split this complete one idea into two independent thoughts, and then we have to join both the thoughts with the help of coordinating conjunction to make a compound sentence. So the sentence will be, the girl was diligent, so the teacher praised her, right? So sometime what you can do, you can switch the sentences also to make meaningful sentence. Now let us see fourth example. The old man sit near the fire, comma, smoking. So as you can see that only you are getting one verb in it. Smoking is not a verb, as it is not having any, it is not carrying any helping verb. Are you getting any helping verb before it? No. So it is a participle here. It is not a verb. Here you are getting only one main verb. So that is why it is a simple sentence, and complete sentence is giving us a complete meaning, independent meaning. So when we will convert it into compound sentence, the sentence will be, the old man sit near the fire and smoke. So this is the way that you can convert a simple sentence into a compound sentence. So you have to first of all examine that whether it is a simple sentence or not. Fine. So for that you have to keep few things in your mind that I have already explained to you, few points in your mind, right? One verb should be there and it should be an independent clause. Only one independent clause you will get in simple sentence. And when you will convert it into compound sentence, so what you have to do, you have to split that complete sentence, independent clause, into two different independent clauses and join both the independent clauses with the help of coordinating conjunctions, that is fanboys. According to the sense, you have to pick the coordinating conjunction. So now let us move to another conversion, that is conversion of simple sentences to complex sentences. A simple sentence can be converted to a complex sentence by expanding, means by adding more words, a word or a phrase into a subordinate clause, that is dependent clause. So here what you have to do, you have to split a simple sentence to complex sentence. And what is the meaning of a complex sentence? Where you are getting one independent clause and one dependent clause, and they both are joined with the help of subordinate conjunctions that I have already explained to you. So now let us see a few examples to clarify it. Let us see how to convert simple sentences into complex sentences. So first of all, you should know whether the same sentence is simple or not. For that you have to keep few things, few points in your mind. So a simple sentence containing one verb in it, one subject and one verb in it. Second, it consists of only one independent clause. And what is the meaning of independent clause? That I have already explained to you, right? So when you will convert the same sentence into complex sentence, so what you have to do? First of all, you have to split the same sentence into two ideas. But here, one idea will be your independent and another idea will be your dependent. Fine. So first of all, convert the simple sentence into two ideas. He confessed As you are getting one idea, what is the second idea? His crime. So as I have told you, a simple sentence can be converted to a complex sentence by expanding a word or phrase, his crime, it is a phrase here, into a dependent clause. So here what you have to do to make a complex sentence, you have to add first of all subordinate conjunctions that I have already explained you, and then you have to expand that phrase or particular words to make a complete sense of that sentence. So the sentence will be, he confessed that he was guilty, right? See, whenever you will convert a simple sentence into complex sentence, the meaning should be same, but the way of presenting your idea can be different. It can be simple, it can be complex, it can be compound. And whenever you will convert the sentence, sometime it is not compulsory that the same sentence you will frame. Only you have to keep the things, you have to keep the points in your mind, and then you have to convert it. Now let us see another example. He bought his uncle's library, right? So here, as you can see that it is a simple sentence because it is containing only one verb in it, fine, and consisting only in the one independent clause. So when we will convert it into complex sentence, for that first of all we have to break this complete sentence into two ideas, and then we have to join both the ideas with the help of subordinating conjunctions here. Not with fanboys, no, with subordinating conjunctions, fine. So according to sense you have to join it. So now let us see what will be the sentence. He bought the library. Here his uncle's, as we have expanded this complete phrase, which or that belonged to his uncle, right? So like this you have to convert a simple sentence into complex. Now let us see another example. The management is thoroughly bad. So you should first of all convert the particular sentence into Hindi and try to make that particular sentence into complex in Hindi only, and then convert it into English, right? So as it is a simple sentence, we are having only one verb and it consists of only one independent clause. So when we will make it complex, so what is the meaning of complex sentence? It consists of one independent plus one dependent clause joined by subordinating conjunctions like when, although, since, unless, until, that, who, which, and so on. So you have to pick one subordinating conjunction to join two ideas together to make a complex sentence, fine. So first of all you have to break the simple sentence into two ideas, then you have to join it according to the sentence. If it is complex, then you have to join it with the help of subordinating conjunction. If it is compound, then you have to join it with coordinating conjunction, fine. So the sentence will be, the management is as bad as it could be. So here we have to add few words to make it sense. So here, as I have explained you that to convert a simple sentence into complex by expanding a word or a phrase into a dependent clause. So in dependent clause you have to expand that particular word or phrase to make a complete sense by joining with the help of subordinate conjunctions. Now let us see fourth example. Only students are admitted. So what do you mean by only word here? Means those who are student. So first of all you have to find out the meaning also. When you will find out the meaning, then that particular phrase or word will expand. So like this you have to convert. So when you will convert it into complex sentence, If you are not a student, you cannot be admitted. Now let us move to another conversion, that is conversion of compound sentences to simple sentences. So as I have already explained you what is the meaning of compound sentences. Compound sentences means it is containing two independent clauses joining by coordinating conjunctions, that is fanboys. And what is the meaning of simple sentence? That I have already explained you. It is containing one subject and one verb, and it consists of only one independent clause, one complete thought without taking help of any another clause in it. Now let us see few examples to clarify it. Let us see how to convert compound sentences into simple sentences. For that, you should know the meaning of compound and simple sentence, first of all. So what is the meaning of compound sentence? A compound sentence consists of two independent clauses, means two verbs. You will get two verbs in it, joined with the help of coordinating conjunctions. In short, fanboys. So when you will convert in simple sentence, now here you are not going to split two independent clauses. You will not going to split a sentence into two independent thoughts. Here what you have to do, you have to remove conjunction. Then you have to merge both the ideas in one sentence to frame a one independent clause. So let us see how we can convert a compound sentence into simple sentence. So your sentence is, he must run fast or he will not catch the train. So the sentence will be, to catch the train, comma, he must run fast. So here what you can do? So one idea can be your, you can include in one idea infinitive, participle or gerund, and your another idea in simple sentence will be your independent clause. Now the second one is, the sun rose and the sky cleared. So the simple sentence will be, having the sun rose, the sky cleared. So as we have used here participle, in the first sentence we have used infinitive. So when we have to join two ideas to make simple sentence, so what we can do? We can use infinitive, we can use participle, we can use gerund, and one complete single idea we can use by combining of two independent clauses, with the combination of two independent clauses. Number third sentence is, he repeatedly failed but he didn't give up. So the sentence will be, having failed repeatedly, he didn't give up. So as you can see that here we have used participle, perfect participle we have used here. We have merged two independent ideas, one in participle and one in independent clause, to make a simple sentence. So like this you can use either infinitive, you can use participle or gerund to make a simple sentence and one complete independent clause. Number fourth is, he took off his clothes and jumped into the river. So the sentence will be, taking off his clothes, comma, he jumped into the river. So like this you have to merge two ideas, two independent clauses by removing conjunction. When you will convert compound to simple, so you have to merge two independent clauses. You can take help of infinitive, gerund or participle to merge both the sentences to make a simple sentence, and the another idea will be your complete independent clause, because in simple sentence you will get only one verb. Now let us see next conversion, that is conversion of complex sentences to simple sentences. So whenever we are making complex sentence, as we are using subordinate conjunctions. So in subordinate conjunctions we can use noun clause, we can use adjective clause, we can use adverb clause as per the sense of the sentence. So in your exercise, I have given you mixed exercise with all these clauses, right? Now let us see few examples to clarify it. So let us see how to convert complex sentences into simple sentences. So first of all, you should know what is the meaning of complex sentence. A complex sentence consists of one independent clause plus one dependent clause, joined by subordinating conjunctions. In subordinating conjunctions, you will get noun clause, adjective clause and adverb clause. This I have already explained to you. So as you can see, the first example, he said that he was innocent. So here he said is independent clause, that he was innocent is here dependent clause. Why? Because it is combined with subordinate conjunction. So when we will convert the same sentence into simple sentence, so the sentence will be, he declared his innocence. So what we have to do, here we will not split the sentences into two parts, no. Two ideas, no. Here what we have to do, we have to merge both the ideas in one sentence to make an one independent clause, one simple sentence. Now let us see one more example to clarify it. I saw a bird which was flying. Fine. So now here which was flying, what is this? As it is dependent clause, so you have to convert this sentence in such a way that it will convert it into simple sentence. So let us see how we can make I saw a bird flying or I saw a flying bird. Like this also you can change. Number 3, how long I shall stay is doubtful, right? So when we will convert this sentence into simple, so how we will convert it, please let us see. So how long means here it is showing duration. So the duration of my stay, as I am talking about myself, so duration of my stay is doubtful. Now let us see fourth example, those that are helpless deserve our pity. So we are talking about those that are helpless. So when we will convert it into simple sentence, so the helpless deserve our pity, as we are talking about helpless. So deserve our pity. So like this you have to convert complex sentence into simple sentence. First of all, you have to remove conjunctions and then you have to combine both the thoughts in one sentence to make us one simple sentence, independent clause. Now let us see the next conversion, that is conversion of compound sentences to complex sentences. So now let us see few examples to clarify it. Let us see how to convert compound sentences into complex sentences. For that, first of all, you should know what is the meaning of compound sentence. As I have already explained you, but again I am explaining you that a compound sentence consists of two independent clauses joined by coordinating conjunctions, that is fanboys. Fine. So here, as you can see, the example, search his pocket. It is one independent clause and you will find the watch, another independent clause, and both are giving us complete meaning. So that's why it is a compound sentence. So when we will convert it into complex sentence, what we have to do? First of all, we have to remove coordinating conjunction with subordinating conjunction. Means we have to replace coordinating conjunction with the subordinating conjunction. Fine. And subordinating conjunctions can be noun clause, adjective clause, adverb clause. Fine. So as per sense of the sentence, you have to use subordinate conjunctions. Basically we are using if, although, or place is there then where, time is there then until, after, before, like this we are using. Basically, to make ourselves comfortable, we are using if time is not there, place is not there, basically. But it is not compulsory that you have to use only if or although or where or when, but you have to see the sense of the sentence. According to that, you have to use coordinating conjunctions. So when we will convert it into complex sentence, so the sentence will be, if you search his pocket, comma, you will find the watch. So as you can see that if you search his pocket, it is dependent clause, you will find the watch, as it is independent clause. So here we are getting one dependent and one independent clauses, fine, and it is joining with subordinating conjunction if, so that is why it is a complex sentence. So like this you have to convert. See, you have to keep the sense of the sentence, meaning of the sentence same, but it up to you that you have to change the way of speaking. Meaning should be same, but the way of speaking should be different. It can be different even though. So the next sentence is, he tried his best but he didn't succeed. So when we will convert it into complex sentence, so the sentence will be, though he tried his best, comma, he didn't succeed. Number 3, you have to hurry or you will miss the bus. So the complex sentence will be, if you don't hurry, comma, you will miss the bus. Number 4, waste not, want not. So here the comma is showing us the compound sentence, as waste not means something we not to waste. Want not means here it is also giving us a complete sense, right? So when we will convert it into complex sentence, so sentence will be, if you don't waste, you will not want. Means if you don't waste your time, then you will, if you will waste your time, then you will not get anything like that, right? So you have to first of all know the meaning of the sentence, right? You have to understand the meaning of the sentence. You have to know what is the meaning of simple, compound, complex sentence, and when you will convert it, so you have to convert it as per according to the sense of the sentence. So you have to keep the meaning of the sentence same, but the way of presenting can be different. It can be simple, it can be compound, it can be complex. So now let us see another conversion, that is conversion of complex sentences to compound sentences. Means you have to convert complex sentences into compound sentences. So now let us see few examples to clarify it. Let us see how to convert complex sentences into compound sentences. So let us see first example, walk carefully lest you should fall. So here as you can see that one independent clause is there and one dependent clause is there. So when we will convert it into compound sentence, so what you have to do, you have to keep in your mind this thing that first of all you have to interchange the conjunctions. In the compound sentence, you have to join two clauses with the help of coordinating conjunctions, that is fanboys, one of the fanboys, fine. So and both the sentences will be your independent thoughts, independent clauses. So walk carefully or you should fall. Let us see another example. Although she is rich, she is not happy. When we will convert it into compound sentence, the sentence will be, she is rich but not happy. Now let us see third example. As soon as we heard the gunshot, we rushed to the spot. So the sentence will be, we heard the gunshot and we rushed to the spot. So sometimes we can interchange the sentences, means interchange the position of the sentences to make meaningful sense of the sentence. Number 4 is, if you don't wear a sweater, you will catch a cold. So when we will convert it into compound sentence, so the sentence will be, wear a sweater, you will catch a coat. Now let us see how to interchange principal clause to subordinate clause or interchange of principal clause to subordinate clauses. Now let us see few examples to clarify it. The ship was not surrendered until it was half burnt. So here the ship was not surrendered means it is independent clause until it was half burnt. It is dependent clause. Why? Because it is joined with the help of subordinate conjunction. So we have to interchange the position. The ship was half burnt before it was surrendered. Number 2, it never rains but it pours. So the sentence will be, it always pours when it rains. Number 3, no sooner did he appear than all were silent. So the sentence will be, all were silent as soon as he appeared. So like this you have to interchange the position of principal clause or dependent clause to make meaningful sense or sentence. So this is the end of the chapter. Students, you have to complete your homework on the basis of the chapter explained by me. And your homework is revise chapter 25, that is transformation of sentences, from the book or video. And based on the understanding of the topic, do exercises mentioned in the book PC Ren's Grammar as exercise number 1 to 14, which is on page numbers 143 to 151. Students, you have to complete these exercises in your English Fair notebook. Now let us see exercise number 1. Rewrite the following simple sentences as compound ones. Means you have to convert simple sentences into compound sentences. Now let us see exercise number 2. Question is, rewrite the following compound sentences as simple ones. Means you have to convert compound sentences into simple sentences. Now let us see exercise number 3. Question is, convert the following simple sentences to complex sentences, each containing a noun clause. Whatever connectors are used in noun clause, you have to use those connectors, conjunctions, to frame complex sentences. Now let us see exercise number 4. Question is, convert the following simple sentences to complex sentences, each containing an adjective clause. So whatever the connectors, conjunctions are used in adjective clauses or adjective clause, you have to use those connectors to frame complex sentences. Now let us see exercise number 5. Convert the following simple sentences to complex sentences, each containing an adverb clause. So whatever the connectors are there, conjunctions are there used in adverb clause, you have to use those connectors, conjunctions, to frame complex sentences. Now let us see exercise number 6. Question is, rewrite the following simple sentences as complex sentences. Means you have to convert simple sentences into complex sentences. Now let us see exercise number 7. Question is, convert each of the following complex sentences to a simple sentence. Means you have to convert now complex sentences into simple sentences. Now let us see exercise number 8. Question is, convert each of the following complex sentences to a simple sentence. Now let us see exercise number 9. Convert each of the following complex sentences to a simple sentence. Now let us see exercise number 10. Question is, turn each of the following complex sentences into a simple sentence. Students, as exercise number 7, 8, 9 and 10. In these exercises, you have to convert complex sentences into a simple sentence. For that, you can refer your book that how you have to convert. Examples are given in your book. Now let us see exercise number 11. Question is, convert the following compound sentences to complex sentences. Now let us see exercise number 12. Question is, convert the following complex sentences to compound sentences. Now let us see exercise number 13. Question is, interchange principal and subordinate clauses in the following sentences. Now let us see exercise number 14, that is your last exercise. In this, what you have to do, question is, recast the following sentences as directed. Hint is given. According to hint, you have to convert the sentences. Now we shall discuss homework solution of the homework which was assigned you in lecture number 1 of chapter 10, that is the Comet 2. I have already explained you the chapter line by line along with word meanings in detail. As I assigned you homework which was to be done by you on the basis of your understanding, and your homework was read chapter 10, that is the Comet 2, and write word meanings mentioned in the video. Based on the understanding of the chapter, write the answers of the questions mentioned in the book. It so happened as page number 83, comprehension check, question number 1 to 4. Page number 87, comprehension check, question number 1 to 6. Now let us discuss word meanings in detail. Question is, write the meanings of the following words. Number 1, deliberations means long and careful consideration or discussion. Number 2, hangers on means uninvited people. Number 3, dispelled means disappeared or removed. Number 4, bunkers means trenches. Number 5, mammoth means huge. Number 6, gulf means gap. Number 7, probed means examined thoroughly. Number 8, futile means useless. Now let us discuss questions and answers of comprehension check, which is on page number 83 in detail. Question number 1 is, for a moment James wondered if he had done his sums right. Why was James doubtful about his sums and calculations? The answer of the question is, James was doubtful about his sums and calculations because when he looked up from his window, a star-studded night sky greeted him. He knew somewhere amongst these stars was Comet Datta that was heading for a collision with Earth. It was hard for him to believe the calamity of the future could have an impact on such a peaceful night. Question number 2 is, what did the scientists at the conference say about James' sums? The answer of the question is, the scientists at the conference said that James' sums were right. There was no escape from the direct hit of Comet Datta with the Earth as predicted by him. There was a small chance that the comet would just gaze at atmosphere of the Earth and not collide, and in that case, the loss of life and property would not be total. This, however, was hardly reassuring enough for no action to be taken. Now let us see question number 3. Immediate action was needed. The scientists decided, give one example each of defensive and offensive action mentioned in the text. The answer of the question is the approaching comet needed immediate action. The scientists had two options. The defensive measure was that the people should live in bunkers. The offensive action was to do something to deflect, means change the position of the comet from its path. This could be done by exploding a nuclear payload near the comet. Question number 4 is, I am not buying any Christmas presents till December 15. What did Sir John mean by that? The answer of the question is, when Sir John said that he was not buying any Christmas presents till December 15, he intended to mean that he was quite unsure about the success of this experiment. December 15 was the day the comet would hit the earth, and if the experiment failed, the comet would collide with earth. Now let us discuss questions and answers of comprehension check, which is on page number 87 in your book in detail. Question number 1 is, what is Datada expected to do on his return from London? The answer of the question is, on his return from London, Datada is expected to perform a Shanti Yajna to pacify the evil spirit behind the comet. Question number 2 is, what is his reaction to the proposal? The answer of the question is, Datada reacted very angrily to the proposal and said that it was all superstition to think that comet has ill effects. So he refused to participate in the yajna. Question number 3 part 1 is, what does Project Light Brigade refer to? The answer of the question is, Project Light Brigade was a code name given to the operation which would deflect the comet and stop it from colliding with the earth. The operation involved placing the nuclear payload in a spaceship, sending it to intercept the approaching comet and detonating it by remote control. Part 2 is, what does Sir John say about the project in his letter to Datada in October? The answer of the question is, Sir John says about the project in his letter to Datada in October that the charge of the Light Brigade has begun, and let us hope for the best, which meant that the spacecraft with the payload had been launched on time. Question number 4 is, did Sir John buy Christmas presents on December 15th? How did Datada get to know about it? The answer of the question is yes. Sir John bought Christmas presents on December 15th. Datada came to know about it from the urgent telex message sent by Sir John Macpherson on November 18th. The letter mentioned that he was confident of buying his Christmas presents on December 15th, which meant that Project Light Brigade was indeed a successful operation that helped in averting comet death. Question number 5th is why, according to Indrani Devi, had the comet not been disastrous? Do you agree with her? The answer of the question is according to Indrani Devi, the comet had not proved to be disastrous because of the yajna that had been performed in their house. No, the yajna had no impact upon the comet. The project undertaken by the scientists prevented the comet from colliding with the Earth, thereby saving Earth and all its inhabitants from destruction. Question number 6 is the Datta's general outlook number 1 rational, number 2 moral, number 3 traditional? Choose the right word. Say why you think it right. The answer of the question is the Datta's general outlook is rational. As a scientist, he has a scientific outlook or temper. He knows what the comets are. He knows that there is no connection between the appearance of comets and misfortunes of the earth. That's all for today. This is the end of the lecture.
Students, if you like our videos, please hit on the like button and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.